If you're a truck dispatcher, owner-operator, or a carrier company, you must be aware of ACE and ACI eManifest process for transportation of commercial goods across Canada and the US border. Minimum 1 hour before the goods arrive at the border, CBSA and CBP should be notified through an online system about the details of the imports. The US system is called as ACE eManifest and the Canadian system is called as ACI eManifest. Hello everyone, Kamal from Truckadium. In today's video, I will show you how we can use Border Connect software to create an ACE eManifest for the US. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also like, comment and share our video. Now before getting into creation of ACE and ACI eManifest process, you should also be aware of terms like carrier code, SCAC code, PARS and PAPS labels, and the entire customs clearance process. I will explain about PARS and PAPS barcode labels and the customs clearance process in a separate video. Today I will restrict my discussion understanding how to create ACE eManifest, otherwise this video might be too long to handle in one go. As discussed earlier, in ACE eManifest you send the details of the imports to CBP, which includes details of the border your truck will arrive, date and expected arrival time, details of the truck, trailer, driver, and the shipment details. All these details you need to send to CBP through an online system minimum 1 hour before your truck arrives at the border. Today we will use Border Connect software to create ACE eManifest. Now when the driver picks up the load, he will generally get two documents from the shipper, a BOL, which is a bill of lading, and a commercial invoice. So what the driver will do, he will take one of these PAPS label and put it on one of these documents. Generally it's the commercial invoice. So he will look at a blank space on the commercial invoice and he will put this PAPS barcode label, and underneath that he will generally write the border that he will cross, date and expected time of arrival. Then the driver will scan these two documents as one PDF and will email it to the truck dispatcher or whoever will take care of the custom clearance and creating an eManifest at the company. Let me show you a sample BOL and commercial invoice which we are using only for training purpose. On the first page you can see this commercial invoice where the shipper is Arrow Solutions in Toronto, Ontario, and the consignee, that is the delivery location, is TC Parts Inc. in Waterford, Connecticut. On the commercial invoice, the driver has put a PAPS barcode label, and below this label he wrote that he's crossing Buffalo, New York today, that is June 23rd, 2022 at 6 p.m. The second page is the bill of lading, which again has the shipper and consignee details, and it also has the description of the goods, or weight of the commodity, and the quantity. Now first you will email or fax these documents to customs broker for customs clearance, which in our case is Livingston International. As you can see, it's mentioned here on the commercial invoice. If you cannot see the customs broker information on the documents, you can always reach out to your customer or the load broker who gave you the load. Next step is to log into an online system, which in our case is Border Connect, which is a very easy to use system and is free to use for up to 40 shipments a month. So let me log into Border Connect. I will put in my username and password here. Once I log into Border Connect, I will click on Start New ACE eManifest. First step is to assign a unique trip number. This trip number will always start with your SCAC code. So in our case, our trip number will start with our SCAC code, which is AVHK. I generally always create the trip number as a combination of today's date and the truck's unit number. So if, let's say, the truck's unit number for this trip is 102, I will assign the trip number as 06232022, which is today's date, and 102, which is the truck's unit number. Every company might have their own way of assigning trip numbers. Next is the port of entry where our truck will cross the border into US, which in our case is Buffalo, New York. So I will just select Buffalo, New York from the list here. Estimated arrival date is today, and it's 6 p.m. as the driver mentioned that in the documents that he sent to us. So I will select 6 p.m. here. So let me select 6 p.m. This time has to be at least 1 hour before the eManifest is accepted by CBP. Next, we will assign a truck, trailer, and a driver. All the trucks for the company will already be entered in the Border Connect system, and you can also add trucks on the fly as well if you cannot find it while creating this eManifest. To see the list of all trucks for your company, you just need to hit spacebar and you'll be able to see all the trucks. For this particular trip, let's assign the truck as 102. So we already have this in the list here. Then we will assign a trailer, and let's say our trailer is 112. There's also an option to add seal, which is optional. Add IIT or exemption is something that we will discuss in a different video. For driver, let's assign Michael Dorn. On the bottom of the screen, you see there are 2 options. The second option, which is save and view trip details, is used when your truck is crossing into US empty. That means there is no load in the truck. But for this eManifest, we will be using the first option, that is save and start new shipment, and then we will start adding the details of the shipments on the next screen. So let me click on save and start new shipment, or save and start new ACE shipment. On the second page, you see default shipment type as PAPS, and there are other options as well, which again we'll discuss in a different video. So let's keep it as PAPS here. Shipment control number is basically the PAPS barcode number which driver had mentioned on the documents that he sent. In our case, our PAPS number is, let's see here, it's AVHK 9003366. So I will mention 90, let me just type it here. So, and I will mention 9003366. AVHK is already there, so I don't have to type it again. So the shipment control number, that is the PAPS barcode number here, is AVHK 9003366. Then we have to assign shipper and consignee details. If you look at the documents here, our shipper is Aero Solutions in Toronto, Ontario, and the consignee is TC Parts Inc., Waterford, Connecticut. So if I type Aero Solutions, you see the address is already there because we have picked up a load from this shipper earlier. If you're not able to see the option in the drop down, you can simply click on add shipper and you can manually add the details of the shipper on the next screen. I will just select Aero Solutions here, and the consignee is TC Parts Inc. Broker details is optional here, so I will just leave it blank. The next step is to click on save and add commodity. Here we will add the description of the goods, quantity and weight. So if you look at the document again, the description of the goods is used copier parts, and the weight is 20,887 pounds and the quantity is 24 skids. So I will just type in used copier parts, and it's 24 skids and 20,887 pounds. Marks and numbers is optional, we'll leave it blank. We will also leave hazmat details blank as it is not a hazmat load. Finally, we will click on save and back to eManifest and can see a summary of the details we added on the main screen. So let's click here. Here you can check all the details one more time and can make changes before sending. You can also click on create new shipment and add another shipment if you are dealing with LTL shipments, and add the details of second load under the same trip. Once you check everything is correct, you can click on send complete eManifest. So I will just click on this button. You will press OK. After you send the eManifest, the status will change to transmitted. Once CBP accepts the eManifest, status will automatically change to complete eManifest on file with CBP. Once the customs broker also clears the load on their end, the status will change to complete manifest and entry numbers on file with CBP. This will generally happen when you email the documents to the customs broker, so they deal with CBP to clear the load, and once the import duties are paid and the load is clear, CBP will issue an entry number which automatically will be pushed into the software as the Border Connect system is actually connected with the CBP system. So right now you can see the complete manifest and entry numbers are on file with CBP. So where do you see this entry number and all other details for this manifest? So you can actually check this by clicking on print and clicking on detailed driver's copy. That is what we generally use. If I click on this detailed driver's copy, this is what we see here, the ACE eManifest that we just created. On the top you can see the company's name, trip number, port of arrival, driver, truck and trailer details along with the shipment details, and you can see the entry number here. Now this entry number will only show up when you see these 4 green bars, which means the complete manifest and entry numbers are on file with CBP Now. Now you can directly email or fax this ACE eManifest to your driver. Let's try sending it from here. So I will click on email detailed driver's copy. I will keep the from email as it is, and I will type in the email of the driver here. So let me type the driver's email here, and you will just hit send after that. Now the driver needs to take a physical printout of this eManifest before heading towards the border. Most of the drivers have printers in their truck these days, or they can also get a printout from a truck stop on the way to the border. Some companies also provide pre-printed ACE strip sheets to their drivers where they can write the entry number and all other details with their hand. I hope you liked this video and found it useful. This was just a quick snapshot of the whole process. We offer very practical and engaging truck dispatcher and freight broker training, which you can either attend in person in our Mississauga office, or you can attend it from any part of the world through our live online Zoom sessions. In our training sessions, we get into the details of border crossing and ACE and ACI eManifest process, and you also get to do practical assignments during and after the training. We give you access to the Border Connect training account even after the training, so that you can practice creating ACE and ACI eManifest as much as you want till the time you become confident with the real world scenarios. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, please like, comment and share this video. Keep smiling and stay safe.